You the latest numbers from the UK. We had the numbers from the nations. We were waiting for that whole UK figure, which, because of the way they are calculated, tends to differ slightly. UK hospital death toll from coronavirus has risen by 861 to 13,729, up from 12,868 the day before. So a rise of 861 on the previous day. Let's speak to Sky's Katie Spencer to look at that figure in context. We were told yesterday by the Chief Medical Officer, Professor Chris Whitty, Katie, that we were potentially expecting a spike. Is that what we're seeing here?
We certainly do see an increase in today's figures, an increase in the numbers, but I would actually say, reading these figures, if you look actually at the data, while it is increasing, it isn't actually perhaps the spike that Professor Whitty was expecting us to see today. It is still a fairly low increase that we're seeing. One of the significant things that we have, though, from the UK figures, we now know that in terms of confirmed cases, the UK has now exceeded 100,000. The number of cases has increased by 4,220 within this 24-hour data period, collecting of data to 103,093. Total number of deaths now in the UK stands at 13,729, an increase of 861. And just to sort of put that in context for you, comparing it to the data that we received yesterday and the data that we received the day before, it isn't as sharp an increase as perhaps we would have thought it would be. So yesterday we saw an increase of 761 further deaths in the UK. The day before it was an increase of 778. Today's data, an increase of 861 deaths in the UK. It isn't that significant spike that you would expect to get after the Easter bank holiday weekend. Perhaps a positive sign. I mean, with these daily figures, you can't really read too much into individual days, but certainly what is positive is it isn't that big spike that Professor Whitty warned us about yesterday.